Da 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 Okay, guys. Guess what we're doing? First off, we're gonna go talk to everyone and get all the information that we missed out on last time because I had to rush. I'm gonna be a brain dead because I went on like a couple miles of walking and I am tired as shit. Me and Flutter walked miles just so I could buy a bus card. Not a joke. Granted, I would have walked all the way downtown, but instead I'm like, fuck downtown because it usually sucks. Good. I can hear the game.
Yeah. They burned it to the ground at some point.
Oh.
What?
But they helped bring part of it back in Sobek's time.
That's good to hear. I wonder if it grew back after Zero Dawn.
Hey, Zo.
Aloy, I hear you're going further west past the Tenakth clanlands.
Yup.
Do you know anything about the area?
Only hearsay.
All the west.
The Utaru tell stories of an island that lies beyond the western coast. They call it the Isle of Spires. It is said the Old Ones built towers there that touched the sky, so they could live far away from the earth that bore them. As if they didn't want to be reminded that they'd one day return to it.
Sounds like something Ted Faro would do. How much have you read on Ted Faro?
Enough to wonder how a man who worked so hard to heal the world once could let greed and pride condemn it so easily. For one spirit to diminish in such a way, I'm not sure if I should hate him or pity him.
Hate him.
It looked like you were working on something over there.
With Gaia now growing in strength, I've been trying to find a way to heal the land gods, even if some people think I should give up on them.
Already said I was sorry.
Your friend thought it'd be a good idea to replace the land gods with new machines when Gaia recovers.
It wasn't.
The land gods have taken care of our people for generations. They are not some broken toy to be thrown away. Even if they are just machines doing their job, to abandon them in their time of suffering seems cruel.
I'm sure Varl understands that too.
He does now. I had to get pretty mad at him at first, though.
You know I can hear you guys, right?
Oh, I love that. That is hilarious.
Learn anything interesting lately?
There's
I've
been
got
much to
shit
read up
on my
on now
laptop.
that Ether has been reunited with Gaia. It's hard to imagine that machines like Stormbirds once helped heal the skies. I used to be terrified of them as a child. Thunder still brings chills
I love
to my
thunder.
skin. But everything Gaia creates has a purpose, no?
Yeah. And if we can get Hephaestus back, she can get those Stormbirds in line.
Let's get playing.
You ever play that board game Aaron set up?
Strike? I'm the one who gave it to him. I was hoping it'd distract him enough to spare us that ruckus he calls death metal. No such luck.
Of course he would love death metal.
You and Varl doing okay? Training, I mean.
We're doing fine. Although I admit it'd be nice to take a small break from studying, just the two of us. But then who'd look after Erend?
Well, there's always Katalo.
Leave a loud Oseram with a brooding Tenakth. What could go wrong?
Yeah, exactly. Think about that.
What's everyone been up to?
I've been trying to share some of my meals with Beta. Thought it might help her feel more at home. Maybe even get her to sleep up here instead of in that dark basement. She would not be moved.
I appreciate you trying.
Patience reaps the best harvest. I'm not giving up hope yet.
Good, you shouldn't. So now we finish this
Any
quest.
progress with your plan for the land gods? Is the reboot code ready?
It is. But there is difficult work ahead. Gaia warned me that because the land gods are linked together in a network, the code must be delivered to all of them. Most are in Plainsong, but in recent years, 3 of them wandered off. So, T, and Do.
We have to find them.
No, we know where they are, but they're hard to reach. So, wandered into a lake and sank. Doe ventured into a dangerous canyon, and T broke down amidst a herd of machines.
Okay. Tell you what. You go to Plainsong, handle all the land gods there. I'll take care of So, T, and Doe. I'll need their locations, plus the reboot code.
I'm sending the data to you now. My people made shrines near where each land god faltered. When you see them, you'll know you're close. And once again, thanks for your help.
We're not gonna let your people starve, Zo. I promise.
Mm-hmm. We're getting there. Later.
I should get going. Hopefully I can bring back what we need to capture Hephaestus. After that, I'm gonna need everyone's help.
We'll be ready.
Oi, Varl. Oi, oi.
Aloy, you're here. Did you meet with the Quen already?
Not
Nope.
yet.
After all the trouble you went through getting those sub-functions, seems unfair you have to deal with these Quen on your own too.
They're
It's
kind of
safer this
kind
way.
of bitchy.
They think I'm Sobek, or something like that. They won't hurt me, but I doubt they'll be so kind to anyone else.
If you say so. Let me know if you need anything before you go.
Will do.
If I get Omega clearance, and then we grab Hephaestus,
Nope.
we might
Omega
finally have the
class.
advantage over the Zeniths.
Can't wait to see their faces as they stare down a bunch of charging thunder jaws.
Better than
Hell
us,
yeah.
For once. You better not be slacking off on your studies while I'm gone.
And risk Zoe coming after me? I value my life. In fact, I've been reading about Ted Faro. How he destroyed the world and crawled into a hole after killing those who saved it.
He definitely was a piece of work.
Piece of shit, alright. Would have loved to have strangled him out of my own
You
hands.
and Zoe got into a bit of a fight, huh? You should have known better than to suggest Hephaestus could make new land gods to replace the old ones in Plainsong.
The last thing I wanted to do was dismiss their traditions. But I was trying to look at things differently. More like you know? To see a machine as just a machine.
Yeah, I guess I led you into trouble there, didn't I?
Not your fault. Don't worry.
Looks
Yeah,
like
I
things
didn't
between
get
you
a
and Zoe
few
are
ones.
better now.
I suffered through a few hours of glaring silence. Then she seemed to move on. Sort of. How do people do this? How do I know if the next thing I say won't blow up in my face? What if an
Trial and
apology is
error.
not enough next time?
You give her a stuffed animal?
You're the worst. You know that?
What makes you think I know anything about any of this? You're on your own.
Abandoning me again, huh? Well, if she kills me next time, it's on you.
Aloy literally knows nothing about
Gaia built
relationships.
the rig. Can you get everyone ready for the mission ahead?
Of course.
What is it?
The second in command,
Nothing.
Varl.
It's just that everything's about to change.
You are
We'll
very
get
correct on
Gaia,
that.
And she'll help us set things right.
Oh yeah,
More
something's
Zeniths,
about to
more
happen.
Derangement. It'll be a different
Something's
world.
about to happen.
I welcome it, but I wonder how the Nora will react. And the Karja, and well, everyone.
Let's just focus on fixing Gaia for now.
You're right.
Wait, we don't have a
We've got an
Karja.
angry AI to take down.
We don't have a Karja. We have two Nora, Aloy and Varl. I always forget he's
I'll be
Nora,
in touch if I
and
need
she
anything.
Nora.
We'll be ready.
Wait, no, I always forget
Everyone's
he's
been
not
briefed on the
Karja.
pulse generators as well.
Good.
Then we have an Oseram and a Nutaru, and then we also have a Tanakh. Erond?
Let's just say I hear about you going west.
Turns out we need one last thing before we can grab Hephaestus.
Yup.
Because it would have been too easy otherwise.
Weird. Not playing
Bet
strike.
you're used to that focus by now.
Well, I can hit machines in their weak points. I guess that's something. I wish all the other data was as easy to deal with. Now, to be honest, it's hard to understand half of what's on there. And then the other half reminds me, this isn't a fight you can win by just waving a hammer. Which is kind of what I do. But hey, that just means I gotta study harder. Make myself useful.
Just give it time.
You're already
You been
smarter than
looking at
most
any
people
interesting
around.
data?
I asked Gaia to find me something to look at a while back, and she found the mother of all forges.
Oh
They
boy.
called it sports. Turns
Ah,
out the
yep.
old ones spent a lot of time tackling and punching each other for points in one game or another. Are you mixing
Yep.
some solid food and fresh
Uh-oh.
ale? I bet half the claim will be lining up to watch.
Oh yeah.
What you reading next?
I saw Gaia added something to the archives about metal rods being used to harness lightning during storms. Guy reminded me of
Metal
a
rods.
cousin of mine. Thought he could trap lightning if he covered himself in Stormbird plates. Went up the tallest mountain in the claim to prove it. It ended like a lot of Oseram things do. With a spark and a boom.
I'm going to assume he's
Anything
dead.
happen I should know about?
Zoe asked us to help her bring more plants in here. Not for eating, apparently. Yeah, if you ask me, the place is fine as it is. You know, metal might be plain, but it's sturdy. Nothing wrong with that. Who needs a bunch of vegetation?
Some people.
How are things with Katalo? You still scared of him?
Oh, she thinks she's funny. Actually, I played strike with him.
Hell yeah.
Had to fill in most of the conversation myself, but I'm still alive.
Glad to hear it.
Him and Kotalo should
I need to
be
get
getting
going.
along.
I think I know the answer, but are you sure you don't need any help? Gaia mentioned this other tribe you found, the Quen. They sound like a nasty bunch.
I can handle them. In the meantime, Varl will help you get ready for what comes next.
Take care of yourself, Aloy.
Varl is the leader when I am not here. Nope. Katalo, where you at, my bro? Come on, buddy. Oh, you have a side quest. We'll do it first.
Got a minute?
As many as you need.
I have to travel beyond the western coast.
To the ruins, shrouded in fog.
Yes.
Yup.
And I'm looking for a tribe, the Quen. I encountered them once before. They said they came from across the Great Ocean.
I'm happy.
I was
Maybe.
hoping that Tenakth knew more about them.
There were rumors of trespassers in the area. We thought they were just bandits. Hikaru sent out a patrol or two, but I don't recall them reporting back. We've had more pressing concerns, as you know. I'm sorry. That's all I can tell you.
It's okay. I guess I'll find out soon enough.
There is something I've been meaning to discuss with you. It's personal. If you have a moment to spare.
You said there was something you wanted to talk about?
I've been speaking with Gaia. She mentioned that the Zeniths bind metal with flesh to make themselves stronger. I was wondering if you'd help me do the same.
Yeah.
You want to make yourself a new arm?
Yeah.
Gaia insists she can help me build such a thing if I can get the necessary data and materials.
That's what I wanted to do this whole
These
time.
things lie in the place where Beta hid from the Zeniths.
Their ancient research lab.
I am not as familiar with old world machinery as you are. I could use
I
your
was so
assistance.
hoping I could make him a
It
new
might be
one.
dangerous. The Zeniths probably still keep an eye on that place. We were lucky to get out of there alive the first time.
I see.
It sounds like this is worth the risk.
By the 10, we shall see it through.
Oh, yes, we will, my friend. We're
Anything
doing that
interesting
first
happened
before
while I was
anything
away?
else.
I found an acceptable place to practice with my blade.
Oh, and where's that?
Outside, above the base. There's a nest of sunwings that are always up for a fight.
Ever thought of sparring with something that's not trying to kill you?
That would defeat the purpose of the training.
I love the Tanakh. God, I love
Found
Kotalo.
anything interesting during your training?
Gaia told me where to find data on how wars were waged in the old world. I knew the 10 fought against machines, much as we do now, but it seems they were among the last of their kind. Later, machines battled other machines on behalf of greedy leaders, as they vied for lands and spoils. At least the Tenakth have the courage to put their lives on the line when conflicts arise.
There is nobility in that. But maybe we just need fewer conflicts in the first place.
Yes, of course. Hekarro would have it so as well.
See, he might be like, fight, fight, fight. But there is a need. And we only fight if
What
we have a
you been up
need.
to?
Not
Varl
senseless
has
slaughter.
asked to learn the differences between my people's clans, so I've been teaching him Tenakth history. It is
Oh,
heavy
hell
with
yeah.
blood and death, but also with honorable deeds and vanquished tyrants. Maybe you'd like to hear about it as well, when our mission is done.
I'd be honored.
More,
What do
more,
Tenakth
more.
do to relax? You know, to take a break from training.
More training.
We play strike. Your Oseram friend, Aaron, is surprisingly good at it, although he has yet to beat me. It helps one think strategically, hones the mind for tactics.
Somehow that still sounds like training.
Because they take everything as training. God, I
get
want to
going.
talk to
Got a
Kotala
long
more.
road ahead.
I think we all know who's my
You
favorite
need
here.
Reinforcements.
I know who to call. I'll call you when I'm near the
We're
zone.
getting...
We'll get what you need for that new arm of yours.
Thank
Yep.
you, Aloy.
We're getting you that new fucking arm right now. I do not give a shit. Zenith be damned. Oh wait, Beta. I do need to check in with Beta and see how she is doing. Yet I can never find where anything is in here. I kinda know locations. That is to Gaia, and this one should be to Beta. No.
Technology really can be an amazing thing. Yeah, until it gets a mind of its own and decides to kill everyone. You're just a ray of sunshine, aren't you? Only for you.
That's the exit. Where are the stairs down? That's to Gaia. That is the west exit. Oh. Thank you. No. No. Over here. Okay, Ooh. Oh, please let me out. Thank you kindly. Oh, is it? Wait, no, that's a way out. Where are the stairs?
So this Hephaestus, he's like Gaia's own personal blacksmith.
Yes.
A very angry one.
That's like my Uncle Laurent.
Oh yeah, we do need to talk to Gaia. Hey Gaia, we got some shit to talk about.
Welcome back.
A lot of
Okay.
shit.
Me again?
Welcome back, Aloy. Where shall we resume?
So our plan to capture Hephaestus. Let's go over it again.
As you wish. Thanks to Beta's test, we now know that Hephaestus will not respond to your Alpha clearance. Which is why you will need to procure Ted Farrow's Omega clearance.
Right. From his personal bunker, Thebes.
While you are gone, I will assist Beta in building the transport rig and when
we know the
get to
plan.
I
Gemini.
will need to be installed on one of the second core is for Hephaestus.
And then you'll be able to absorb it.
Not quite. You will need to manually remove Hephaestus's malicious code before the merge.
How long will that take?
There are calculations I still must run.
And during that time, the others will create a distraction for us using the pulse generators, right?
Correct. They will each take position at a cauldron door and fire off their device. The energy surge should mask our activities until the merge is complete.
And then we'll have everything we need to defeat the Zeniths. Sounds like a plan.
They're not gonna come.
So now that you
There's
have
gonna
Aether, Demeter, and Poseidon, how's the biosphere looking?
something's
In
about
the
to
local
happen.
region, conditions have improved. Superstorms have subsided. Water sources have been purified. And soil conditions remediated. These improvements will stave off environmental collapse for a few additional months.
Good.
Well, with luck, soon you'll have Hephaestus. Then you'll be able to fix the biosphere for good, right?
Correct. I will be able to design and produce robotic agents to permanently reverse the environmental damage that has accumulated.
There's something I've been wondering. How could Ted Faro create a clearance level higher than Alpha? Elizabeth made sure he wouldn't interfere with the project.
It is plausible
Yeah,
he
how?
tasked his own engineers with creating a back door to the Zero Dawn system, without Elizabeth's knowledge. My predecessor did not even know of its existence until he activated it to purge the Apollo database. It is, in effect, a blind spot. One that will allow us to subdue Hephaestus. And fortunately, thanks to Beta's information, we know where Omega clearance may be procured.
Right. Somewhere in San Francisco. How's Kotallo doing?
I detect that the loss of his arm still deeply pains him, though he has
Yeah.
not voiced his thoughts. I may be able to assist in his recovery, should he be interested.
Really? I'm sure he will be.
We're gonna make him a new arm.
How are things around here?
So happy.
Zoe has been studying the morphology of her land gods in an effort to understand their sickness. Without the abilities of Hephaestus, I am unfortunately unable to correct their programming. However, due to Zoe's perseverance, we may have a workaround.
Yeah, she filled me in. So Varl and Zoe seem to like spending time together.
Indeed. While studying old world data, Zoe discovered references to a dietary lifestyle known as vegetarianism. She appreciated
Yeah.
the similarities with Utaru practices and encouraged Varl to try out this lifestyle.
No.
And how did that go?
I believe they have agreed to disagree.
That's good.
How's Erend handling things?
He is becoming increasingly accustomed to use of the focus. After an initial incident,
What did he do?
he unfortunately crushed his first focus as he attempted to affix it to his temple. Amongst a number of Oseram curses, I believe he also blamed the focus for being dainty. He has given repeated assurances that it will not happen again.
Well, good thing we have a lot of extras, I guess. So
That's
there's
for
a
sure.
few people here now, and they're learning. All about you, the ancient world. Almost like what was supposed to happen before Apollo was purged.
Yes. While the loss of the Apollo
6 people
database was
total.
catastrophic, there is
Here's
still
the team.
much that can be gleaned from the data you have uncovered. For instance, Varl has been reviewing the last recorded entries from those who perished during the Pharaoh Plague. Hearing their hopes and fears made him quite somber.
Anything I should be worried about?
I do not believe so. I have elected not to intervene, to allow him to process this on his own terms.
Good.
All this data I've picked up in ancient bunkers and ruins. I guess I never really thought that other people would be looking at it.
Based on my observations, your companions engage quite frequently with this material. Erend has asked on numerous occasions about birthday parties. He appears perplexed by the tradition of serving a sweet confection, as it conflicts with the Oseram tradition of serving sparkling stout ale. He also suggested we host a party for you, as a surprise.
Yeah, no thanks.
That is what I predicted.
Is Katalo getting along with everyone?
Yes, though he prefers to spend most of the time alone. He appears to be collating data on war machine progression and significant battles during the Pharaoh Plague, to aid in the creation of a war map of Operation Enduring Victory. I believe he aims to study the tactics of old world warfare.
I'd be interested in seeing that.
It appears to be a private pastime for him. He has repeatedly declined my offers to assist his research.
Beta's convinced we won't be able to capture Hephaestus. With that attitude, do you really think she'll be able to build the rig and pulse generators?
It may take some coaxing, but with some assistance I am confident she will.
I don't get her, Gaia. She's so quick to assume we'll fail. She's nothing like what I thought she'd be. I guess it'll be best if she stays here when we go to Gemini.
Oh, we have a lot to talk
So
about here.
Hades Proving Lab, where I found the Gaia kernel. It used to be a Pharaoh research facility?
Yes. Prior to appropriation by Zero Dawn, the facility was used to engineer and test advanced computer viruses. It appears to have been one of many research initiatives by Pharaoh Automated Solutions.
I guess it wasn't enough to build automated killing machines. He wanted viruses to infect them with too. So, a while back, before the battle at Meridian, I went into Banuk territory. I discovered another AI there, one not related to Zero Dawn. Cyan.
I don't
It was
remember
created to oversee operations for a volcanic stabilization project, and it spent the last 1,000 years in isolation. I'm guessing you didn't know about it?
No. From the data on your focus, it seems that Cyan was cut off from the outside world, an effort by its creators to protect it from the Pharaoh Plague.
Any chance it could help us now?
I have already attempted contact, with no success. Given its previous experience with accepting an outside network request, I imagine it is unwilling to do so again.
Right. Because last time Hephaestus enslaved it. Well, that's too bad. I think the two of you would have had a lot to talk about. There was an ancient tank embedded in the bulwark, buried under a bunch of boulders. Any idea how it got there?
During the Pharaoh Plague, the US military resumed the use of human combatants, as automated machinery was unreliable. It is possible the vehicle was part of a pre-automated war fleet.
So they fought against the Pharaoh machines in the valley, until the mountain was blasted apart and buried them.
This will really
The
take a
facility
while.
I recovered Demeter used to be a Pharaoh agricultural research facility. It's where they created the biomass conversion system, but also adamantine wreath. Did Elizabeth know they were working on that?
It is likely she was briefed on other efforts to combat the machine swarm, though her focus was devoted only to Zero Dawn.
That makes sense. But they actually got the wreaths to work. If they've been able to deploy it against the Pharaoh Plague in time...
Using the data you recovered on the project, I ran several simulations and have concluded that it would never have worked. In all scenarios, the Pharaoh war machines would eventually hack and deactivate the wreaths before they could contain the swarm.
So Zero Dawn really was the only solution. There was a lot of data in the greenhouse facility about agriculture. Do you think it'll help the Quen fix their homeland?
I will run a query. Complete. The data contains information about novel crop production methods, which may be beneficial to the tribe in the long term.
But new crops aren't going to save the world, so I guess it's on us.
It is.
When I dove down into Vegas, I found data about the man who built the dome over the city, Stanley
Ooh,
Chen.
More Stanley Chen.
It turns out he was a member of Far Zenith. But if he loved Vegas so much, why did he abandon it? Why not try to save it?
The Zeniths at their core have proven to be exceptional survivalists. Faced with overwhelming odds of extinction, they chose to flee.
Even still, what he achieved. Water to the wasteland, an entire city brought back to life. 1,000 years later, the whole place was still on standby, just waiting for someone to come along and wake it up. When we were at the facility where we found Beta, there were records that said Far Zenith were researching embryogenesis. I know they traded their ectogenic chambers to Zero Dawn, but why were they researching it in the first place?
At this point, we can only speculate. Perhaps at one time they meant the Odyssey to be a colony ship, necessitating such technology. As their goals evolved over time, so did their areas of research.
So they got more selfish as the risks of staying on Earth kept rising.
That's all the old work.
So this facility, the Regional Control Center, it was meant to oversee the terraforming system?
For the local region, yes. Had humans received their education from the Apollo database, they would have then been guided here to assume operation. As that never happened, this place remained vacant.
Until Minerva decided to settle here.
Mm-hmm.
So I guess this room was meant to keep an eye on conditions outside?
Yes. From here, the facility's operators would have been able to observe weather and machine activity in real time. It may be possible to restore more of this room's functionality, should you find and reconnect additional camera feeds.
Oh, I've done that to one. I
I'll
could
keep a
know
lookout.
a couple other ones are. That doesn't really matter. It's more of just aesthetics.
I found some data in one of the rooms you unlocked. It mentioned that there are still functional seed banks beneath this facility. Why is it there?
My predecessor was tasked with reconstituting the biosphere with primary and secondary plant species. Had everything gone according to plan, humans would have eventually been able to introduce tertiary species, including new crops.
Can we access them now?
Unfortunately, it will have to wait. I require control over the machines in order to access and distribute the preserved seed stock.
And for that we need Hephaestus. It's something to look into later then.
No, hell yeah, we don't all that.
So Gemini has 2 data cores. I've never seen a cauldron like that. But you mentioned something about seismic activity?
When my predecessor attempted to build the cauldron, construction was disrupted by a series of earthquakes. The data core had already been built, but the rest of the facility sustained damage. So, she began again. A second core was built. However, when more tremblers occurred, she abandoned the site.
Lucky for us. Are the quakes still happening?
No, though they did also create instabilities in other facilities in the region.
Oh.
So, Project Zero Dawn. The greatest minds in the world, all working to build the terraforming system while the Pharaoh Plague devoured the planet. What was it like?
Personnel worked in rotations at all hours of the day. Resources and technology were secured from across the world. Within a month of the project's conception, I was launched and began my education. Elizabeth encouraged me to spend time with the rest of the Zero Dawn staff. She said it was important to experience many personalities and perspectives to aid in my emotional development.
What were they like?
Scared, hopeful, determined. They were
Yep.
hurtling toward technological achievements on a scale never before attempted. I owe everything to their dedication.
Elizabeth.
Gaia? What was Elizabeth like?
Her presence is interwoven with my memories. The moment I came online, she was there. We
You're like
exchanged
Gaia's mother.
greetings, names, then set to our task. It was the first of many conversations. I enjoyed being in her company, listening to her stories. She was my creator, my guide.
Your friend.
Yes. When I reviewed the data on your focus, I was saddened to learn of her fate, though I am glad she made it home. I deeply wish she did not have to be alone.
She was okay with that. She gave all of herself. The only one who could. Thanks, Gaia.
Mm-hmm. Now the Zeniths. Immortality.
So the Zeniths are the same people who left Earth. Physically immortal.
Mm-hmm.
How'd they figure it out?
From what we know of Far Zenith, it is plausible that prominent geneticists and engineers were offered a place aboard the Odyssey in exchange for their expertise. Given enough time, technology, and resources, any challenge can be overcome.
Like how Minerva eventually generated the deactivation codes for the Pharaoh Plague.
Exactly.
The Zeniths. Gerard, Eric, Tilda, Verbena. Beta said they were some of the most powerful people on Earth. I think Elizabeth knew one of them. Tilda. Did she ever mention her to you?
No. Elizabeth often spoke of her work, or told stories of her mother and her childhood. If she knew this Tilda, she did not disclose it with me. What we can conclude from your and Beta's experiences is that the Zeniths are ruthless in pursuit of their goal. To protect life on Earth, they must be stopped.
I'll kill them.
The extinction signal didn't just wake Hades. It made every subordinate function self-aware. Why?
I have wondered this myself. So far as I can tell, Hades was the sole target, and the partial sentience imparted to other subordinate functions was incidental.
A signal that precise would require thorough knowledge of the system. How could the Zeniths know that?
From the records on your focus, it appears Far Zenith had an informant during the development of Zero Dawn.
Hank Shaw. He was supposed to steal a copy of the system for Far Zenith, but Elizabeth and Travis Tate caught him first.
Yes. It is likely Far Zenith acquired knowledge on the system's design through him, despite his failure.
The extinction signal didn't generate every subordinate.
I have, so far, in the partial...
How could the Zenith...
From the... It appeared...
Hank Shaw, but...
Yes, despite it.
So from
There
what
we go.
Beta told me, I guess we can assume the Zenith's technology is powerful in all sorts of ways, right?
Yes. As your encounters with them amply demonstrate, they appear to make extensive use of robotic servitors. Further, they seem to be equipped with some kind of protective energy field that shields them from harm.
They seemed
like I've
indestructible,
heard of
but
it.
that weapon the rebels used stripped
There
their
we go.
shield somehow.
Throughout history, every defensive technology has event while we lack the anti-shielding weapon. Were I to absorb Hephaestus and utilize it to create, no shielding could withstand.
So there's hope.
Always.
Beta believes the Zeniths want to use the terraforming system to wipe out life on Earth. Start over, so they can build it how they want.
Further supporting our hypothesis.
But why? Given their technology, they could wipe out the tribes of the world by easier means. And if they're the same people who left Earth 1,000 years ago, wouldn't they want the biosphere to be as it was?
It is likely they adjusted to different planetary conditions in their colony on Sirius. They may be trying to recreate that environment here.
Turning Earth
Oh,
into a
that's
new
a good one.
Sirius. Their own personal playground.
That does make sense.
Have you been able to make use of Demeter's functions?
Yes. I was able to mitigate most soil conditions and restore a temporary balance. You should notice less rampant plant growth in the area.
Maybe that'll give Plainsong's fields a chance to recover.
You're gonna hear a lot of noise.
Unfortunately,
Because I am
recovery in
just
that
here for the
area
ride and
is
just listening to
unlikely
this.
without the assistance of the Utaru's land gods. I have discussed this matter with Zoe. I believe
Got
we may have
big
a
ass
workaround.
ship.
Yeah, I'm helping her out with that.
I do not apologize.
There's something I'm still trying to figure out. Why was
We have a
Demeter using
chewing
flying
thing, yeah.
machines to
Deal with that.
distribute metal flowers?
In its deranged state, Demeter was defending itself against a robotic swarm that would devour all plant life.
It thought the Pharaoh Plague was still happening?
It feared it would come again. As part of its directive of receding Earth's vegetation, it sought to protect plant life at all costs. And considering it had 20 years to proliferate, I expect you will continue to find the fruits of its efforts for some time.
It's a good thing I have the code to dissolve the vines, then.
Let's go to Poseidon.
Were you able to make use of Poseidon?
Yes, many rivers, streams, and lakes associated with the regional watershed have been detoxified. As a result, red algae growth levels have seen a marked decline. According
Good.
to my data, however, it appears a localized occurrence of red algae continues to persist near the coast.
That's just
Maybe I'll look
great.
into it when I can.
Ooh. Side quest.
So, Poseidon spent the last 20 years hiding out in Las Vegas. From the data I found, it seems the city had an advanced water reclamation system. Is that why Poseidon went there?
Most likely. In an effort to protect itself, Poseidon sought out a safe harbor where it could access water supply functions. There, buried and encased in a protective dome, it could guard against any threats.
Like 3 Oseram showmen?
I suspect that was not the first time it felt the need to repel trespassers.
And Aether.
You mentioned that the superstorms have subsided. Is that Ether at work?
Yes. Thanks to Aether's capabilities, weather patterns in the local region should mostly stabilize for the time being.
That'll be a relief for the Tenakth. One of their villages is still recovering after a mudslide caused the whole place to flood.
I will continue to stabilize the atmosphere for as long as I can.
The missing subordinate functions. What can you tell me about them?
Artemis rewilded the Earth with a variety of animal species. Eleuthia was responsible for gestating, nurturing, and acculturating a new generation of human beings. Apollo was tasked with preserving, organizing, and disseminating vast archives of human knowledge and cultural achievements. Unfortunately, all archived Apollo data was purged on...
Pharaoh,
Why
huh?
not?
Understandable. He appears to have been pathologically...
All
Yep, we've
3
heard
of them
that
were
before.
prevented from doing so. Do you still need them?
We've
Restored
heard this.
Unfortunate. Attaining...
I guess our best, but we'll need Hephaestus and a bunch of
Correct.
Oh, one more
Why
thing
did
about
Aether
Aether.
take up residence in an ancient war museum?
As with the other subordinate functions, Aether needed to install itself on a processor with adequate storage and power. The one in the museum appears to have been sufficient, given that the holographic displays were still active.
So Aether was assured it could stay for as long as it needed to.
Correct. Though it is curious that it chose a place surrounded with the ancient ruins of aircraft.
Maybe it also felt at home there. So, once Hephaestus has been recovered and merged, you'll regain the capacity to mass-produce machines at cauldrons around the world.
Yes, and to program their behavioral routines, or even control them directly.
So you could build
That's
an
gonna be
army of
interesting.
machines. Attack the Zeniths and take them out.
It is in my nature to take any and all necessary human life above. So yes, I could design, given the nature of the far. I must admit, however, that no matter how aggressive,
That's good.
indeed,
Indeed. Yep.
See you later, Gaia.
We're all caught up.
until next time, Aloy.
Woo!
Making good use of this.
Yes, you are. I'm just mad I can't use it as a shield. That'd be cool.
Is it me, or did the old ones just fun?
Funny how?
How?
They're close. They're weird. They're so tight.
Uh,
I'd have to agree. I'd rip those things to shreds in a fight.
Guess they didn't move around as much.
so where the fuck is Beta? Where's that? Where is Beta? It only needs to do a full 360. That one already here. Oh my... Fuck it. Okay, where the fuck is this doorway?
Well, they didn't have two left feet like I do.
I am so mad at that.
Oh. Aloy.
Yes, Beta, it is me.
Hey. Me again. Was there something else?
Of course, you sit down every time I come to talk. Haven't I already asked those? Yeah.
So do you have everything you need to build the rig and pulse generators? Gaia sent me the schematics. The designs are modest, without the capabilities of Hephaestus, but they should work. Not that it matters without a mega clearance. I'll find it. Just try to have the transport ready by the time I get back. So have you been upstairs at all? Not really. Varl sometimes comes down here to talk. He keeps asking if I'm okay. I thought he only wanted to know about my productivity, but it's almost like he actually wants to talk to me. Yeah, I think he does.
He's not used to being with people.
Have you talked with anyone else in the base?
I speak with Gaia. She asked me how I'm feeling and my opinion on various topics. I didn't expect that from an AI.
That's all thanks to Elizabeth. She believed Gaia had to care, not just follow her programming orders.
I know. Independent emotional processing enabled the previous version of Gaia to create you, after all.
Yeah. I guess so.
You didn't even put it like that. That's just kind of rude.
So, aside from Varl and Gaia, who else have you been talking to?
Zoe told me how you met after your escape from the Hades Proving Lab. I had no idea you were severely injured. If the Zeniths had killed you, life on Earth would be doomed. My escape would have been for nothing.
But they didn't kill me. And thanks to Varl and Zoe, I was able to recover.
Mm-hmm.
You said you and Varl talk sometimes. What about?
He told me about your tribe, the Nora, and the proving ritual you did. I told him if I was born into the tribe, I'd never be able to do the proving.
It does require a lot of physical training, but there are plenty of other roles besides being a hunter.
I don't think I'd be suited for any of them.
Well, I guess it's a good thing you're not a Nora then.
Okay.
You said Tilda showed you paintings and let you access media files?
Every time we met, she showed me a new painting. I think she was Dutch. All of her favorite pieces were from their golden age in the 1600s. Portraits, allegories, ships at sea. She had so many.
They didn't interest you?
I liked her media portal. It had so much more than my training interface. Clips, shows, holos. My favorite was this one called Second Time Around, about a family whose kid comes back after disappearing during the Hot Zone crisis.
Right, but did this portal have anything about the Zeniths themselves? Anything we could use?
No. Any information about them was redacted.
Wow. Well, reminiscing good memories.
So this secret virtual space looked like a house with an ocean view?
I could see whitecaps and hear waves crashing on rocks below. And there were gulls crying outside. Inside, Tilda had frames that showed off her favorite paintings, changing at intervals to match the light. There was an armchair she liked. She'd sit there and gaze outside while I looked through her things. We spent hours in that house. I never wanted to leave.
I wonder why.
You said that Tilda reached out to you using a data channel?
It appeared in my training interface as another assignment. When I opened it, there were a series of intermittent glitches. I realized they formed a transpositional cipher. Instructions on how to open up a new virtual space. When I entered it, my training interface disappeared. Instead of the usual holographic teachers and files, I was in a perfect recreation of her home.
And you're sure the other Zeniths never knew about it?
To them, it looked like I was still in training, toiling away, alone.
I gotta wonder, did Tilda have the hots for Sobek?
What else can you tell me about Tilda?
She liked to talk about her paintings.
What about herself? Did she ever talk about her life on Earth, how she joined the Zeniths, something like that?
She never said much about herself, and she hated it when I asked too many questions. But I think, back on Earth, she was an expert programmer, given that she built a data channel the other Zeniths couldn't detect.
Is there anything else about her that we might be able to use to our advantage?
She was the first real person who has.
Aloy, you're kind of being a dick.
That's enough for now.
Good.
We spent almost an hour before doing that.
I'm telling you, the old ones put blades on their feet, and that doesn't sound safe.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we do.
Sounds fun, though.
Oh, it is. Me, who's never been ice skating before. And give it some time to load. Oh, fucker. And do you have a campfire over here? We're gonna build this bastard a new arm. Fucker. There we go. I got a chip piece on my arm, Joe. I've just been eating while we've all just been listening to all that. And pretty much stuff we already knew. And I think we all know who my favorite companion is. Kotalo. Kotalo. He's just such a fucking badass, dude.
This is where the Zenith Lab is. Kotalo thinks he can find what he needs to build himself a new arm in there. I should try contacting him.
Mm-hmm.
Let him know I'm here. Hey, Kotalo? I'm at the Zenith Lab. Ready to come over?
I'm on my way.
Oh, yeah.
Aloy, I appreciate you meeting me here.
I'm happy to help. Did Gaia mention where exactly in the Zenith Lab we'd find what you need?
She mentioned the chamber where you found Beta, and the database that lies within. She said it'll help us find the knowledge and components I require to build a new arm.
I hope
So
he
you
gets
know
a
where to look?
robotic arm. That'd be
We
sick
will
as
have to be
shit.
quick about it, in case the Zeniths are watching.
Understood.
Most they could do is just seal us inside.
The lab's up this way.
Can't I get up there and bring him down a
You
rope?
okay?
I got this.
Machines. We're scrapping the specters for parts.
Should we dispose of them?
Or we can sneak past them.
Your choice.
It's not gonna hurt that thing much.
This is max damage now, fucker.
It is.
Okay. Oh shit, that's a shell walker. Get the fuck away from me! No! I want Kotaro, you asshole. Fuck you. I'm legitimately mad. I want
By that
the,
tunnel. Come on.
I want to get its resources, you son of a bitch. Okay, well, let's get this shit crafted.
The enemy did this?
Hard to believe. But yeah.
Yup.
Enemies up ahead.
Could use shock ammo against that machine.
There we go.
Careful! It's dangerous even with missing parts! Now! Hit it!
Yep, sweet.
We better get a move on. The room we found Beta in is up ahead.
Lead the way.
Oh wait, come over here, search the other, take scrapper. No, go on.
Is that it
There we
down there?
go.
Yep, we better make our way down there. We're here. Now we just need to find a way to access the database Gaia was talking about.
Zaro mentioned you found Beta in one of those pods. I would hate to be locked up inside such a thing. Barely even to breathe. Think we're supposed to go that way.
Yep. What are we doing? They're just storage room for... Got it, for an access point.
I think I found what we're looking for.
Let's
Found it.
hope it holds the answers we seek.
I'll download the database to your focus, so you can search through it later.
What about the components?
They should be somewhere on the... Spectres!
Fight with honor!
Boom. Come on. Oh yeah, bitch. Oh god. Yo, okay. Hey, Aloy, I would really like to move around. What the fuck was that pulse? I have no more healing items. Great. I have one small health potion.
Good. Better.
Are you... I can't move. Yo. Yeah, Aloy is about to fucking die because I don't have any healing items. Fuck you. Goodbye. Oh
The
my
Zeniths might
god.
send reinforcements. We need to finish up and get out of here.
Continue.
Components should be somewhere
Good,
on the second
okay.
floor.
I'm right behind you.
I'm at 141 health and still about to die. I am not okay. Okay, can't do shit with that. Can I please just slide? I want to do the slidey thing. I knew I should have restocked, and yeah, I fucking forgot to. There's no way I'm gonna be able to survive on just 141 health. I'll have to absolutely make sure not to get hit now. Especially if we're going to another open area.
We need to search the entire floor.
I'll keep a lookout. Don't want any more surprises.
Good idea.
Thank you. Spoonhead. January 18th, 2065. Claire, I wish you'd been on the call with me with Zero Dawn. Whoever negotiated this deal with them was ingenious. A bunch of our old tech collecting dust from storage in exchange for a copy of all human knowledge. Talk about a bargain. And the guy heading up the Eleuthia subfunction, Patrick, and you could practically see sparkle in his eye when he was bombarding us with follow-up questions on the ectogenic chamber design. It was like we were waving catnip in front of him. Anyway, they were requesting additional material and nutrition delivery. Higher-ups gave the go-ahead, so send everything we have. But when we decline, we'll probably pee his pants in glee. Damn. Wow. No way if I fun, Billy. Aloy.
A vent. Might be a way out of this room.
Or a door. There we go. You can just shoot. You can just shoot that glass out. Make sure we take the vent down.
The components have to be here somewhere.
Give me that, please. Thank you. Thank fucking God. Oh, that puts me at ease. Oh, nothing. So, oh, fire gleam.
Please
And
tell me the components are in there.
Ms. Cash, please. Thank you kindly. What we got? Ooh. Oh yeah.
I should go back and give these to Katalo.
Chicka chicka boom boom. Hey chicka bow wow. Hey chicka bum bum. Caboose. So we're gonna head back to here, and now we have Katalo's new arm. Katalo! I got your bitch ass a new arm, my friendo. Make you a robot
You
arm.
found the components?
See for yourself.
You have my thanks, Aloy.
Something wrong?
I was just thinking about what it will be like after I build the arm. Will I feel different? Whole again? Idle thoughts. They can wait until we're back at base.
You better not have
You go
second
on ahead.
thoughts.
I might want to take one more look around, in case there's anything useful.
Very well. I look forward to putting what we found to good use. Walk with the 10.
I would like to go back with him. What is that? Whee! Get some damn good ass speed in. Whoop. Give me this, please. Oh, hell yeah. Hell yeah, that would have been so useful to know about mid-battle. Okay, no, we're just gonna teleport right out of this bitch. Can I just teleport? Yes, I can. Fuck yeah! I will need more smoke bombs. It does also look like I can only carry 3 potions at once. Of any type. Lame, but okay. I hope everyone's having a good TikTok. So, I keep getting just one person that goes for a really high... So, one TikTok person I keep running into that I haven't followed until just now is someone they do like the... I made 6 of these. Whichever one you get is you. And I've done 4 of them so far. The name, or at least... this is name even given in a fantasy world. Mine was Riftwalker. Or like Realm Walker. Which, if anyone like was around for the... I don't remember which games I streamed. But if anyone knows anything about me, I have 2 characters. I have 2 OCs. One is an avatar and one is an actual OC. I have more OCs, but these are my main 2. Ashen and Nerd. Nerd is my OC. Ashen is basically my avatar. And the lore behind them is that they both came from Tomodachi Island named Death Island. Or Deathland Island. And somehow got sucked up into the arcade machine, which started Miitopia and their adventure through that. And now they've been like, I believe it's SCP-141? The interdimensional wanderer. He goes from realm to realm completely not on purpose, and he does not want to.
I see.
And yeah. We'll listen to her and we'll continue then.
You should know the rebels have been busy. They've set up outposts to the west. Some settled into a camp southwest of here. And I know the marshals can't deal with all of them, so I'd stay alert out there if I were you.
Thanks for the warning. Those outposts might stop the rebels from killing more of their own. Maybe I can lend the marshals a hand.
So, Nerd and Ashen have been going through world after world, and they always go together. They're basically just an inseparable, unkillable duo. So I guess and I'm saying this in quotation marks, their travels have included XCOM 2, Metopia, obviously, and just about any game where I'm able to create characters in. So I've looked up other games I can do that in, and I've done a few. If I'm playing on my own, I will either make one or the other, and it's just non-canon. Unless it's a game like this where I'm not given any character customization. I wanted to do something like that for Fallout 4, but I didn't know how to make like a custom unit. Like make like a custom companion, so I was gonna play as Nerd and have Ashen follow me around, similar to kind of like Mike Burnfire, because Mike in that series is, I think he is both a playable character while also remaining an NPC. I'm not sure if there's a mod. I know Mike has a extensive, somewhat good knowledge on modding, able to change a lot of stuff. So he probably built it himself. And so they're able to switch through and only have like either one or have both or just stuff like that. Yeah, so I just got a little bit distracted by something. I just got really distracted by something. Thoughts kind of going all over the place at the moment. Oh yeah, so the rest of the other ones are like, the first one I got Realm Walker. Fits very well for Ashen and Nerd. The world that we're going, or at least this time, I guess, the fantasy world that this one is set in, that I'm just following this all in, I'm just kind of adding it on, which is kind of funny, is, think of like a Twilight realm, like infinite night. Like a bioluminescent forest, you will, like tall mushrooms. Blue and purple all over the place. Blue, purple, black, and shades of those is like, and like dark greens is like the color palette for the world. Following up with that, the familiar I got was a raven. I wish it was a crow, but you know what? I will take a raven any day. Raven and crows are fucking dope ass animals in the first place. Following up on that, the one I recently found on my For You page was, here is what you are the god of. So Ashen Nerd, the god of stars. I don't know exactly what that foretells. Do I control constellations? Nuclear fission itself? Because if it's nuclear fission, that would make very much sense. And also, Nerd originally began basically as I'm not even gonna lie, basically as a gender bent version of myself. Just like, oh, you wanna know what Nerd is? Think of me, but female. And I've later gone on to develop her as more of her own character. Still sharing a lot of similarities to me to kind of keep her like more kind of like the original kind of duo of the chaotic stupid duo. The biggest difference is that between classes, I would say. Nerd is an experienced mage and uses magic from multiple realms of which she has learned it from. Mostly she follows the magic of the world that she's currently in. And for her, it doesn't matter what. She has no magical preference of any one element over another. She'll just use whatever she can get her hands on. And following up with that, Ashen is usually a two-handed swordsman, preferring a blade and also using magic when the need for it arises. Just any magic he can learn, he will learn. And if you piss him off enough, he will just go fucking berserk and try and hack you to pieces. skill and everything else be damned. Yes, we are, Aaron. We are fighting immortals. Immortal. Sorry if I've been kind of off my game, or if some of the streams have seemed kind of awkward, silent. I've been kind of just dealing with some personal conflicts of mine. You guys have seen one on stream even, but I will not go into that. Something I've been kind of giving a lot of thought to, and something I've been mulling over for probably technically a couple months now, but I will not let that go off stream, and I will not let that go on stream. That will never be talked about on stream because this is personal issue and this is public domain. I am not putting my personal issue into public domain, especially on stream. And also with some other things, I've been just kind of dealing with a little bit of loneliness because my friend group is not getting together, no one's really talking, so I left my friend group on Discord for now. I saved a link to it that's set to not expire, and I put it on a Google Doc so I can go back anytime I want to give myself that opening again because I plan on to. Just needed some space to be off VR chat and kind of be semi-alone. Still talking and communicating to people, but just like need that physical or mental space to be alone, if that makes any sense at all. Lightning Hunter bow, what? When did I get this? Legitimately, when did I get this? I do not remember this at all. I will have to use this Stalker Stealth Generator. I'm sorry, but I just can't. Overdrawn Knockdown. This only does electrical damage. Only electrical. It's certainly not bad, but I've been getting this, so this is what we'll focus on. Oh, we need a Dreadwing. Where am I gonna find a Dreadwing? I will get a better bow at some point. For now, though, this is just the best one. Iron Eater. Yep. Upgraded because I can. Long leg wing burner. And a jumpy boy. Outfit. For now, I'm not too interested in that. We're gonna get everything that I need up and going. Damn, we really just are out of machine muscle. That really fucking sucks. Medium range shock enemies. No, I'm not using the rest of my blast paste. Potion crafting. Warrior bow, Tripcaster. Now I will be using this. Okay, I will need more potions.
Wizards from the moon?
Maybe? Careful what you say there, buddy. Not my room. This one's my room. And a 1 and a 2 and a 1, 2, 3. Hey, close enough. Kotalo!
Looking to spar.
Maybe later.
I want to see a new fucking
How's
arm.
it going with the arm?
It's nearly complete, but I'm still adjusting the fittings. Soon, I must test it.
Looking forward to it.
Do I get a suit yet?
I have to go.
Motherfucker.
Keep your bow close.
Go ahead, buddy. No, I want to do the second verse. Yes. We'll head out from this shelter down to that mark, and we'll head west further to it, and we can head up north. So far, that's the current idea. I also had to learn the hard way that AAA batteries are the small ones. So, I buy rechargeable batteries. It comes only with AAA. I'm like, oh, okay. I thought they came with AA. And so somehow I get it mixed up again. Yeah, I'll order some. So I order some. I need AA, not AAA. So I am just real big dum-dum. So there's Ashen's dum-dum of the day. Or the week. Also, he wants to hear a disturbing thought. So, I am making a game. My magic system has 8 different elements. Or 8 base elements and then 4 extra combination elements. One of those elements is blood magic. Now, magic can only be used if your body builds it up itself. So, on the palm of your hand... So magic can have one base form of magic, a common form, like a common spell, like magic that any element can use, just have different side effects. And then there's the unique spells later on.
Stars will be out soon.
But either way, to the point, is that imagine if just you had like a piercing on the palm of the hand that you would take off and it would just be bleeding out. Just be bleeding just a fuck ton. So. For blood mages, and your wounds heal incredibly fast, and you have a lot tougher body, so you have higher defense. Imagine just you could shoot that scab as a bullet, and that is going to be the bloodshot spell, or more specifically, scab shot. You're going to be throwing your scabs at people. If that is not disgusting, I don't know what is. I am disgusted by my own ideas, and I am very happy at that. So, I've also ran into a conundrum of water and air both push people around. For my combat system, placement and range matters. The thing is, I don't know how to differentiate them now. It's like, the only way really how is that, I guess air is gonna have higher DPS and water can give drown status. I could change the type of damage it can do, water doing more crushing damage, whereas our boy air does slash and or pierce damage. I think that'd be best. Oh, Utaru. Oh.
Two dead Utaru. And a land god shrine. So said this one broke down amidst a herd of machines. I better be careful. I guess they were leaving offerings to the land god. That looks like something fried them.
Uh-oh.
Whatever did it might still be around.
Yup, Luke Glasser.
There's the land god. But I'll have to deal with those machines before I install the reboot code. Acid will eat right through that metal.
A Ravager, okay. It's gonna hit the first one. Hopefully it'll just go right back. And then it'll just hit the second one. That's what I'm hoping at least. I do have an acid trap. Here it comes. Now we're just gonna wait. Why? So it'll take more damage. And if I can just get it low enough to where I can just take it out and take its weapon off, then I can kill all of them at once. Specifically with its own weapon. See, now it just goes back on path. Third time's a charm, ain't it, buddy? Keep going just a little bit further.
Fight.
That's great. This is hilarious. He's just like, must have been the wind. I should go for its cannon now, though. Oh. Hup.
think that's all the
God, I
machines.
love this game.
Time to install this code on that land god.
I just love the fact it just kept going. That was fucking hilarious. Like, I just took a lot of damage and I really hurt right now. Must have been the wind. Yeah, I'll get to you in just a moment. Hold your damn horses.
Uh-oh. Stormbird. Must have been what killed Lucifer.
Take it all, baby. Yeah, that's fucking alright. Bye-bye.
Okay, let's get this code installed in
Yeah, first, I killed a fucking Stormbird. I am taking this fucker's parts. Bruh, hell yeah.
I should install this code on that land god.
Don't care, shut the fuck up.
Now that's a find.
Stormbird Storm Cannon. Hell yeah. Ooh, piercing spike.
Let's try this again. Nice and easy. One down, 2 to go. Zoe?
Yep, got you, hi.
I'm here, Aloy.
I found T and installed the reboot code.
Fitting then that I feel thankful. T's festival came in winter, when all the grain from the harvest was stored away. It was a season of gratitude, and all the children would receive gifts. The best was my first bow, made of yew, strung by my father.
Well, he definitely taught you how to shoot well.
That he did.
There's one more thing. I found 2 of your people. Stormbird got them. But I took it down.
Oh. I'll make sure someone retrieves their seed pouches, so they may return to the land. All right then. I'll head to Plainsong and deliver the code to the land gods there.
I thought you were already doing that.
I'm out of this ammo.
I wanted to try. Can't I try? Whoa. That was a change. Quite a beautiful one at that.
There. One of the land god shrines. Zoe said this one sank in a nearby lake.
Great.
I better stay away from that snap maw. I think the land god is underneath that rubble.
Let's pry this bitch open. Hey buddy, we got you.
Should I get back on track? That should do it.
Now I'm gonna get the fuck out.
Another land god dealt with.
Yep.
Hey, Zoe?
Aloy, how goes it?
Had to swim a bit, but I gave the reboot code to So.
Ah, good. We used to celebrate So in the fall, at the beginning of the harvest, with wine made from elderflowers. When I was 12, I got tipsy on it and kissed a boy in the sage garden.
How'd that go?
He was so surprised he nearly fell into the mulch. It would be good to see So again, plowing the fields in the afternoon sun.
How are things on your end?
Oh.
Getting there. A few land gods to visit still.
Okay. I'll call you when I'm done with the last one.
Thank you, Aloy.
Oh, I can't override it. You don't see me. Go, 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 go. Go, Aloy, go. Yeah. Whee. Okay, no. Oh my gosh, it takes so long. Fuck yeah, we can just travel to these too. Makes it way easier. Yep, I will be locating Cauldron soon. Warrior is going to be the last thing I'm going to spec into. I might get Arrow Notch, as I think I might prefer that over Arrow Rain because of how it's shot. In a way similar to why I prefer the Eva 8 over the Mastiff. Eva has a better shot spread. Mastiff is a full, just straight line. Just messages. So what is everyone doing for the 4th? As my city has banned fireworks, so we might be going far out. And I went out, so this annoys the shit out of me. I'm not extremely mad. That's a lie. I just try not to be mad about this, but a pet peeve that is an instant push of my buttons for me is people stealing from me. As should anyone. Now, I will never claim to have a very healthy or functional family, as my parents are 60s, and they have adopted most of us. I am number 8 of 10. I am adopted from a very shitty place, as are 7 of us. Only the first 3 children in my family are birth. Whereas everyone else, myself included, is adopted from shitty situations and random shit. So, following up on all that, my nephew, as my parents are also raising my nephew and niece.
This must be the shrine for the land god Do. Must be past those mountains. That should do it. Let's take a look.
So either way, with all that, so my nephew comes in my room. I'm on VR, and I'm on VR chat trying to talk to people. And the next thing I know it, he's just outside my window. I'm like, hey buddy, what you need? Can I come in? So-and-so is being a piece of shit. That's not word for word. Although I do allow him to swear in my vicinity and in my room, kind of as letting it all out. So, I let him in, and I have 4 little boxes of poppets. I don't know if you can hear that very well. But I have 4 little boxes. Now I have 3, because when he left my room later on that night, he stole a box of poppets. And the thing that pisses me off most about it is that he didn't ask me. He didn't do anything. He just took it. The real kicker is that I bought them so I could give them to him and my niece to throw around. That's why I bought them in the first place. Because we can't really light off fireworks. I'm like, okay, I'll buy them some poppets early. So I bought them a couple days ago, and then next I know it, I'm down a box. I'm like, okay, why do I see an empty box out here? And I look down and I count them up. And next thing I know it, he says, yeah, I stole one. Yeah, I stole one. Sadly, he felt the need to do that.
Looks like there's a path on the other side of this. There might be a way up to that land god. I just have to get rid of these vines first.
Yeah, we're already there.
My hands.
Or not. So, with all that...
Should be able to access that cave now. There. Up on that ledge.
By the way, so I go up, I talk to him, he's like, yeah. Yeah. Like, no. He doesn't fight.
Dropped the flowers and then crashed.
He doesn't fight me on it or anything. Like, no.
Like
he just kind of resigns to his fate of not getting poppets.
That metal flower.
Kind of makes me sad that he just had to steal them. Or that he did it in the first place.
Now I just need to get rid of these vines.
So, yeah, just that. That's all that happened. That's stuff I just kind of want to talk about and all that, you know, just random, nonchalant shit. Hey there, buddy.
This'll help you get better. That's the last land god. Zoe, can you hear me?
I can hear you, Aloy.
Just planted the reboot code on Doe. He was a bit tangled up, but he's better now.
Good to hear. Doe always returned to the sacred cave at the end of winter, so his festival foretold the coming of spring. During those times, I remember clinging to my mother by the hearth, snuggling for warmth and listening to her sing of new beginnings.
Which is exactly what you're going to give to your people.
I hope so. When you can, meet me at Plainsong and we'll send out the reboot signal.
So, yeah, that happened. Been trying to play a couple more games now. I do have a couple extra games on my PC lined up. The ones I'm thinking of streaming next after Horizon. Either more Stanley Parable, Eastward, which has been on my radar for quite a while. Maybe doing the rest of the gameplay of Monster Sanctuary, but I'll have to switch back to my... So I made a second save file for Nerd. I might just restart from the very beginning and just kind of speed run it as I can. There's also Disgaea 2, Wasteland 3, maybe Wolfenstein: The New Colossus. No. The new what? New World Order, I think, right? No, just the New Order. I've been thinking of really trying to get into Stardew Valley. I never got into Stardew Valley prior Even though I grew up playing Harvest Moon games, and I love those games and Animal Crossing, I just never got into it. I don't know if it's just because like how it's like pixel and shit. Because I've never really had too much of a liking for that personally.
Oh, I hate the smell of light.
It's not that like I hate it all or some shit. Just it's harder for me to tell depth perception, to tell depth of that type of stuff, and it annoys the shit out of me. Fucker. Imagine he made it all the way over to that one. So yeah, we're gonna head out and signal out the signal. Yep, blighted lands.
Poison takes to the air around its field.
What is she
I'll
doing
repair
to
the
Locke?
data I have on plow horns before I can
Aloy,
override
you
them.
made it. All of the land gods have been updated. Now to send out the reboot signal.
Oh, I haven't seen her wear a headdress in a while. Like, what are you looking at? Oh, oh. It's working. They rise again. Woo! Hell yeah. That is dope. Fossil lots
The beginning. Gaia told me this would happen. To all of them. Do, T, So, and the rest. She called it a reboot sequence. But I didn't think it would be so beautiful. Soon the land gods will return to tilling the soil as they once did.
Zoe, the chorus wants a word.
Of course they do.
Do you want me to come?
No need. I'll just tell them that our lands will soon bloom again. Who are they to argue? Find me later, and I'll tell you how it went.
Good luck.
Oh, but I want to see it. Like, Fane's an idiot. I mean, he's not a bad guy. Kel was a fucking asswipe. Is that another lane guy? I love this. I love the new tribes. I honestly love all the new tribes better than the older ones. God. I wish I had more than one of them. That's so fucking cool. That is so fucking cool. So fucking cool. Yeah, you're working. Not even impressed. They're just not impressed. Scroll. I will go out and start trying to upgrade shit. I do need to go through and just get rid of all this shit. That's what I really gotta do. Is there really no... It's weird that there's like so few tall necks. I feel like there should be like more. I'll go back for that quest later I want to finish. Tau. And I found Moo. Where is Moo? I got within range of Moo. This campfire looks like it might be closer than just teleporting. Move. Sorry. Sorry for just like the constant amount of quiet. I just don't know what to talk about sometimes, so I just go quiet. Granted, I mean, no one should give a shit, but at the same time, it also makes me less entertaining. I've just gone through a very, I guess, interesting time of my life recently. These past couple days. Oh yeah, that is so much faster. God, why have I been doing that? I can go straight for Kotalu. He's not done. Do I just literally have to wait for both of them? Pharaoh's Tomb. Pharaoh's Tomb. Oh, it sounds like Pharaoh as in Pharro. That's kind of cool. I never did do that one. Plasma Bolt Blaster. We're just gonna head right on back to Barren Light, or in between Barren Light and Chain Scrape. In my first time back past the gates. Since I drove out that piece of shit. Well, this is loading. I'm gonna go take a piss. I'll be right back, everyone. Oi, oi, oi. Back. No idea what the hell is with all those sounds, but oh well. Drill Spec's the way to go. Don't get me wrong, it's not that I don't like. They just haven't served me very, very well. Plus, the spikes feel a lot more powerful. Another game I need to stream is In Sound Mind. That definitely has my attention. Just, I have a lot of games on my backlog, streaming or just playing them. Peccary. I've been running before in a little cave area like this. It was beautiful. I don't remember where the hell we were running, but I wish I knew where. It was stunning. And a whole lot of fun. I was tired out of shit, that's for sure, but damn, it was beautiful.
Wings holding up?
That arrow was about the size of its fucking body. Oh, there's the quarry. Wait, traps and potions. Packs in your hunter's kit can be crafted. Really? Can they? I refuse to believe that. I know I'm challenging a game in that regard because I tried earlier and it just would not let me. I bet I just had too many potions. I am so very tired. Skills. So, what did I want to do? Check, 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 check. I have everything I want from each of them. I could go for Machine Master, but that will be down the line. Or I could just go for Warrior. I think I want to go for Warrior. R1, hold R2.
You look like someone in need of
Hope his crew left their affairs in order.
What you got? What's the little marky mark above your head? Awesome shit. Okay.
Come back and I'll show you my wares once again.
Hey, buddy. Okay, man. Okay, man. Pouch upgrades. Potion pouch. 5. Prairie dog. Yo. Oh, we need another carp skin. Bruh. Potion crafting. Yep, I need more machine muscle, that's for sure. Already running out.
The one who kept talking to himself?
Really?
Not other one.
The one wound up like a spring.
Hey, I thought you'd left by now.
I don't know about that, but kid seemed sharp. Till he started talking about lights in the desert.
Ah, that Moreland.
Yeah, wooing an Osram woman with a poem sounds like a great idea.
Nothing for me to do here. Because I already did everything.
Oh, hi!
I think I'm just gonna go and take a nap because I just grew really fucking tired. We'll continue more of the quest line tonight or tomorrow. If I feel like doing a stream tomorrow. Yeah, sorry about the relatively short stream, only 2 hours, 19 minutes, and half it was listening to dialogue. I do apologize for that. But, have a wonderful night, y'all. See you later.